All right, Jones, go. What's their best song? And it's tough to do, but what do you think is the number one song for them? Because I know the number one song for them.
Like, you mean like my favorite
no,
song of theirs?
because that's what I was gonna say. No, the Metallica's best song and your favorite song are two different songs.
Oh, okay. All right.
So
that's why I was trying to clarify.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I guess I would have to say one.
One.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. And, of course, it won off of Injustice for All, 1989. Great album. Yeah, it's so difficult to do this, and this is just something that, it takes me a long time to decide.
If one is not number one, it's definitely number two. It's definitely not number three.
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, yeah, I agree. I would have to say, I mean, you gotta go Master of Puppets. I mean, Master of Puppets has to be.
That's your favorite.
That's not.
Is that?
That is my favorite song by them. But yeah, Master of Puppets is just huge. It's 9 out of 10 times if I'm gonna ask somebody, and we'll conduct a survey one day. Metallica, what's Metallica's? What's your favorite Metallica song? Or can you name a song by Metallica? Most people are going to say Master of Puppets first, I feel.
I'm just thinking this right now. If somebody asked me, like, what's Metallica's best song? Mm-hmm. I'm probably going to interpret that as what's my favorite song. And I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
That.
Okay.
So that's probably what's going on here.
Okay. Well, I mean, Master of Puppets is a fan favorite as well. I mean, it was still in the top 5 voted, for... favorite songs.
For all those psychos out there that like to control their puppets.
Yeah, there is.
Master of Puppets, pulling your strings,
Yeah. That's funny though. I mean, just there are people out there that just don't understand the term of puppet master and what the whole thing behind it is. We're not going to really get into that because if you don't know, then I think you should really take a look, listen to the song, and not really think that somebody is a master of puppets because. Most people don't have puppets in their house, even though they're symbolizing puppets for other things, or they don't have puppets as people. Sometimes, according to a few people I do, we're not going to say any names, we're just saying, a few people I do. But, what do you guys...
Deacon likes to be called the puppet master. Okay, he is the puppet master.
Well, if you got to think about it from the perspective as, like, Metallica is a really big part of my life, so, it's like... just make a little joke with it. Sometimes you have a little humor at this time. What are you guys doing? Staying healthy. What are you guys doing? Let us know. Well, you guys bike riding on the trails, walking, treadmilling. What are you doing? Playing basketball, social distancing. It's like we try to, we all need sports back. We all need it. Like watching wrestling and UFC inside of empty arenas is like, it's what's probably going to happen for the rest of the sports, but at least we'll have something, and hopefully we'll get it soon, and everything from a certain point and a standpoint of being normal, we risk this, to have these certain pleasures, but I feel like it's, like I said, it's going to be a long, long time before I would be able to get myself into an arena with that many people because basically you're like a sitting duck. Even with wearing a mask and stuff, what are you going to wear goggles and a face shield too? Because what people, it could sneak in through your eyeballs and, any type of orifice or crevice or, whatever you want to call it. And that's, again, back to normal. It all depends, on us, and we have to make sure that we do our part on there, which, I wanted to also give a huge shout out to all of the frontliners. Jones, you're included in this too, but I shouldn't have to thank you.
Why not?
For your service. Why? Because I thank you enough, Jones. I always tell you thanks for, going to work. And, this is a true story. I offered Jones $125,000 to take a sabbatical from work. And Jones told me that she could not do that morally as a nurse, that she feels like she would be abandoning all of her coworkers if she did that. Now, I'm hoping that some of Jones's coworkers are going to listen to this. And I thank you all, and I hope you all are safe. But that is a true story, and she did deny the money and say that she was going to have to go and be, her civil duty or whatever the fuck you said to me, because that was retarded. I'm not saying anything bad about retards, but here we got one right next to me. Like,
retarded?
I take the money, bro. I don't give a fuck about everybody else. I'm sorry. I don't want to die, at the age of, hang on, before I can collect my pension. Let me just put it that way. Actually, to put it this way, Jones, you've seen, all the cool stuff that they're doing for people. When it comes to like Starbucks is giving coffee. You've told me about many different promotions, and then many different organizations that have been helping out and providing for the hospitals and whatnot.
Most of them have ended.
Yeah,
there's
but
a few.
Can you remind everyone out there that can do their part? And we'll get into that a little bit after. But can you just remind them that the virus didn't end? So why is my free food ending?
I'm wondering, like, all the support is starting to drizzle off. It feels like, they closed Center Command today, tomorrow, I think.
Well, what is Center Command? Jones, tell us to the viewers, the listeners who don't know.
Oh, it's just a place in the hospital where there's, like, that's where you go to get your N95 mask and stuff, and if you need like new goggles or whatever.
Okay.
And there's always like it's right by admission, like it's by admitting, and it's right next to where like the supervisor is and stuff like that, and as well as there's always like a manager on duty like in Center Command, like or part of Center Command.
Yeah, so, I would imagine somebody fucking robs the joint.
Like my manager of the ICU. Like, not the manager, but the director.
Okay.
There's always a director somewhere in the hospital.
Yeah.
While Center Command is in effect.
Okay.
So once it ends, they go back to their normal.
Good to know. And also, too, guys, not just hospital workers, and not just hospital workers, but everybody else who's out there. First responders, police officers, paramedics, local fire departments, local volunteers. Also, biggest thing, essentials, food workers. Thank you for trying to stay safe and, kind of a scary situation when you think about it, how, the food situation in the world is, basically, people are going to touch shit. It's just what they do. It's just a matter of how, you trust or whatever it is. Me personally, there's only a few places that I will choose to go to now. I try to do my part on the social distancing. Jones and I are social distancing. We are in separate locations right now, so we don't want to turn around and not practice what we preach. But, grocery store workers. A lot of people forget about them who are out there dealing with these fucking crazy maniacs. And, I got to tell you guys, this is going to be a long time before this is over. And, thank you guys for all the hard work that you do. Appreciate it, Jones. Thank you. All your colleagues, all your friends. I hope everybody's safe. Anybody who's related to any of these people who are on the front line, or if you're on the front line yourself, also thank you for doing everything that you do every single day. Now, I also wanted to mention, we do have a segment of the show coming up called Genius of the Week. But before I get into Genius of the Week, because I went into the whole thank you for the frontliners, I want to let you guys know, if you guys can, you should probably try to give back. Jones, you all right?
Yeah.
All right. You probably should try to give back if you can. Food banks in your area, donations. What you can do is you can go to feedingamerica.org, and what you would do is type in your zip code in there, and they will give you a list of all the food banks in your area, so that way you guys would be able to give back if you're able to. If you're not, don't feel bad. There's a lot of people that aren't, but they're at the same time. Let's try to help at least fight hunger while this is going on with the scarce supplies.
And if you have to go to work, a lot of businesses and places, like I know the hospital is doing a food drive also,
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's awesome. That's good to know. Anybody, if you guys have anything for us to share in regards to, like, donations, anything you want, like, put it up there. This is, just so you guys know, this is not a GoFundMe. This may be a GoFuckMe page, but this is not a GoFundMe. So we're not looking for any type of donations. We don't need any of that shit. Not that it's shit, but I'm saying we are not looking for any money for doing this. We're just trying to give back to the community, and this is where we can help out and let you guys know, again, where you could do these things as well. Like I said, if you have something that you want to share with us that we can share to the audience of a way to donate and to help out, please let us know and write back. As we are doing this podcast, we are in 2 separate cars at a location near Long Island at a laundromat, and we're right next to each other, and I just watched this individual walk out of her car and just fucking trip on the concrete and bust her fucking head. I know it's not funny to laugh, but she busted her head on the concrete and just somersaulted over like a fucking troll. Just picture the toy trolls. Ask Jones. It's the fucking scariest thing. Just popped open, flipped over. I'm looking at it, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm 1 car over, and I'm pointing to Jones, and I'm like pointing to this girl just busting her ass. It was just, hopefully she's all right. But
I missed it.
Jones, how do you miss something like that?
My head was not looking in that direction.
That's fucking terrible. But so anyway, again, that was feedingamerica.org. A lot of people are doing a lot of great things with donations and stuff. Of course, celebrities who have it more, but give back when you can. Volunteer if you can. Be safe when you do so. I don't give a fuck what Jones just says. I love her, but I'm still wearing my gloves. If you're going to wear the gloves, make sure you do it the right way with multiple pairs of gloves, and you take them off after every point of contact. Now, like I was saying, Genius of the Week. So each week, and nominees are accepted as well, guys. So please, feedback, again, is important. I can't say it enough. Genius of the Week is a segment of our show where each, show we're going to have basically someone who, is a genius. So I need your help on this, guys. I had something fucked up happen, and I'm sure this has happened to you guys, but this is honestly, I'm 32 years old. This is the first time this has ever happened to me. So the other day, Jones and I were going to the gas station to go get some fuel and some cones, some raw cones. Thank you. I am throwing out raw because I'm hoping that if I say your name and we love your products, that you'll send me some free products because we definitely need some cones. We go through a lot. Anyway, so go into the gas station, tell the guy $5. That's all the cash we have on us. You obviously guys know, there's still places that charge you more money for gas if you use your credit card as opposed to putting it on, in their hand personally with cash. So we go, tell the guy $5. I'm talking to Jones, and I'm looking at my watch, and the next thing I know, the fucking thing runs up to $17. The guy runs it up to $20. And I call him over. I start screaming. I'm like, "Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing?" And the fucking guy's like, "Oh, whoa, 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 whoa!" It sounds like a fucking gay seal. He's like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa!" So I'm like, nothing against anybody who's gay. I'm just saying seals typically, or the seals, but seals aren't typically gay. So that's why I said it like that. But so the fucking guy turns around and he's just like, "Yo, what happened? You almost give me a whole fucking heart attack." I'm like, "Dude, I told you $5. Jones told you $5. You confirmed back to us $5. He's like, "Oh, my mistake, brother. My mistake, brother." What do you mean, fucking brother? The guy's old enough to be my grandfather. What do you call me a fucking brother for? I ain't a fucking brother. So what would you guys do in a situation like this? I surveyed 5 people. All right, nothing against this. I'm not a sexist, so take it easy on me, ladies. All 5 of the people I surveyed were ladies. All 5 of them gave me the same answer. The answer was not the same as what I would give. But I want to know your feedback. I gave the guy my credit card because I go to the fucking gas station every single day. Every single day I go to that gas station. So now, what am I supposed to do? Tell the guy, "Fuck you"? You know what I mean? I have a place that I go to every day? No, I'm not going to do that. Go ahead, Jones. What's your opinion on it?
No,
You were one of the fucking 5 in the survey?
I said I agree with you. Since you go there every day, unfortunately, it was that location that it happened at.
Okay.
But in any other location,
okay,
I would say, "No, I'm sorry, this is all I have on me. That's why I told you this amount."
Okay, so I want to know what the audience would do. Would you do what I would have done, which I did do, and pay it, or would you have just said, "Hey, I only have $5, that's it, fuck it, I can't pay it"? Because I already knew what the guy was getting at, because when I was going to say I only have $5,